This is Showtime Sean Porter.
This is Aerosmith Jr.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse Vargas.
And you're watching True School Sports.
You're watching True School Sports.
And you're watching True School Sports.
Stay tuned.
Edgar Berlanga, and he recently just stopped Ulysses Sierra in the first round again. What kind of 2021 are you expecting for Berlanga?
Well, listen, he's following the Kelly Pavlik group. Okay? Kelly Pavlik's first 23 fights were 8-rounders. Okay? I don't think it's going to be 8. I don't think it's going to be 23 8-round fights, scheduled 8-rounders, but I could see him maybe, in his third, he's 16, 17, 18, 3-4 more fights, then he'll be put in a 10-rounder. He's beaten 3 guys in a row that were never off their feet, never stopped and never off their feet, and he blew them out 1 round apiece. And, he's not knocking out tomato cans. People got to stop this. Just because they've never heard of a fighter does not make him a tomato can.
It's true.
I know fighters, okay, and I know all 3 of those guys well. Eric Moon was in big-time training camps, was, 10-2, was record, whatever what it was. But he had never been stopped. He had been in big-time training camps. He did well with everybody he sparred with. He did good in the Nationals when he was an amateur. He's a solid guy. He warranted being in there. Nobody thought that was going to be 1 round. Then Leonardo Bellos, he'd never been stopped. He'd been off his feet, but he had never been stopped. Okay, he got blown out 1 round. I mean, he looked scared. I mean, his fucking eyes were like saucers. And he's been a real professional. He sparred with all the super middleweights, the PBC super middleweights, the Mayweather gym, and he literally looked scared. Then Sierra, had 1 loss, never stopped in that 1 fight, never dropped. Had been sparring with Canelo and this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy, and he walks across the ring and toasts him in 1 round. His punching power is that good. Here's the other problem they got.
Okay.
There's 3 problems people have when they fight him. He's faster than he looks. His punches are more compact than they look. And he weighs 195 pounds the night of the fight. He's going from 169, 68, 69 to 195. That son of a bitch is a cruiserweight the night of the fight. Most guys that are super middleweights are light heavyweights the night of the fight. 175, 172 in that area. They rehydrate. This guy's 195 pounds. This guy's huge.
Yeah.
This guy is a beast. I'm telling you.
And he's very You're right about him being deceptive. You're right about him being deceptively quick because he closes distance very fast when he punches. He'll pull your lead hand down with his lead hand and then shoot a right hand over the top. He's very crafty with how he sets up these knockouts.
Right. Listen. We don't know if he's got a great chin or a real good chin. We don't know if he's got a chin at all. He's never been hit. Nobody's hit him. Okay, and forget about this amateur video where the guy knocked him down and all that other bullshit. Riddick Bowe got stopped in the amateurs by Lennox Lewis, and he ended up having an unbelievable chin in the pros. And Larry Holmes got stopped by Dwayne Bobbick, and he had an unbelievable chin in the professionals, and turned out to be an all-time great. Both guys are in the Hall of Fame. So I don't go by what happened in amateur boxing because those guys don't train like they do us at their pros, and they don't have their man strength yet. Okay? Matter of fact, one of the guys that dropped Berlanga in the amateurs is 7 years. He's now 30 years old. He's 23, and the guy's been a pro for 7 years. So for some reason or another, that means fucking Berlanga was 16 when he fought the guy. He was a boy. The other guy was a man.
Yeah.
So I don't give those things credibility. All I know is I love what I see. I know he gets top sparring in New York in the gym and with Andre Rozier, who trains him, and Keith Conley's his manager, and everybody says what a great kid he is, how nice he is to people, when he meets them and greets them. He's not phony. I hope for the best for the kid. I hope he becomes that next Puerto Rican superstar that everybody's clamoring for. Like Tito Trinidad was, and Mikel Cotto, and Wilfredo Gomez was years ago. Hector Camacho. I mean, the list is endless. And you know what? He seems to be a great kid, and he's got that it factor. He's exciting. He's got rappers around him. He's got singers around him. I mean, he's got the it factor. He wears the cool sunglasses. He's got the cool hair. He's got he's got the look going on. Let's face it.
Apparently, according to himself, he pays $150 for a haircut. I mean, he's got it all going on.
I know that, but that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon in New York, because here's why. He doesn't go to like a regular barber. He goes to a place where the guy takes him by appointment only, and he opens up for you, and it's private while you're in there. It's not. He makes it sound like the haircut's $150. It is, but you get the private treatment. The guy's got a stock bar. Okay, he's got snacks. It's not like a.
Okay. Well, he never specified that. He never specified that. He just went on Twitter and said, "I got a $150 haircut."
Well, he does. I'm not questioning that, but you get a lot of trimmings too. You know what I mean? It's like, listen. I hate to say this, but on your show, because there's a lot of young people out there, but you have people in the world of prostitution. Some of them are getting $50, and some of them are getting $2,500.
That's true.
So, I mean,
supply and demand.
Everything is relative. Different strokes for different folks. Me, I get a $35 haircut. Mm-hmm. So everybody, does something different. My hair looks good for $35. I am not complaining. So I don't need to spend $150 for a haircut.
Yeah. But yeah.
So
either way you slice it, Berlanga's going places. He's definitely going places.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I believe he's got a big heart. I don't think he's heartless. So the intangible is his chin good, and does he have the mental resolve to deal with when his return fire? Everybody looks great throwing punches and knocking people out. How does he do with return fire? Does he get a bad reaction? Does he stop throwing? Does he cover up? Does he move around? Let's see when people start throwing punches back. And those are the intangibles. So right now, everything looks rosy. Let's see what happens over the next year.
Yeah. Well, like, who are some opponents that you think are realistic for him in his next fight in 2020?
Oh, well, I don't know about next fight, because that's up to top rank. But guys like Ronald Gavell, former world title challenger twice, to David Benavides, that guy. I would say he's one guy. I would say Vaughn Alexander, never been stopped off his feet. The kid, he's from St. Louis. He's about 14-5. He's real solid. Got a great chin. Would be a second one. The kid from Canada, Ryan Ford, never been stopped. Never been off his feet. 16 and I don't know what he is, 18-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Solid guy, never been stopped. Those kind of guys.
Okay.
And then you get through three of those. Now he's 19-0. Maybe he goes into his first 10-rounder. Who knows? But I think that's the way he should probably be moved.